Hello guys, this is OKB here. I'm here with the Coffin community.
Hello.
Hello.
And we're here to present you this week's events. And there's some people who can't talk, but they're typing and they're here, which is kind of nice. So, this week's events, let's switch views to, nope, that one. Display, that's fine. Alright, so this week's events is a little shorter than most weeks. Start with colorful balloons, and basically all you do is sweep instances for shuriken and do daily practice stuff. It's pretty standard, it happens a lot. And the rewards are Gamakiri, Rene Sasuke, the clothing. This is a charm material pack and thread optional pack. And I would always lean towards Sun Scroll items, and charms are definitely the Sun Scroll items. They cost like 500 sun coins, something like that. But advanced threads here are moon coins, and that's 2,000 moon coins. So it's a fair amount, but this costs 190 versus 3 charm packs. And sun scrolls are always just harder to get. Moon scrolls you get from just doing things. So I would usually just go for charm material packs. Now, there's also this Soaring Youth outfit. Has anyone gotten the outfit yet? Does it look pretty good on here?
Nope.
It does look decent, but I don't have it yet.
Alright, so I guess the opinions here are that it looks nice, but people don't think the event from last time was good enough to get the outfit. I think some people were saying that the lucky wheel, lucky stars from last week was not good enough, so they weren't gonna go for the outfit. They are gonna go for the outfit, but they are not gonna go. They weren't gonna go for it last week. So this week we have colorful balloons, but this event is, well, it's each time you spend 10 ingots, you get 1 shuriken. So it's a little bit of an ingot thing. And you do get some frees, but there's a limit to how much free ones you can get. So, in terms of power, either charms or the outfit, I would actually aim for the outfit more. And Gamakiri is always nice for combo, resistance, reduction. 20% is actually a huge amount, especially in drawn out battles. And then you have eye fragments. His breakthroughs very strong. 6 fast counter, I think even a Kakuzu counter, he's a counter to a lot of different meta ninjas, but he's just so expensive. He's the most expensive thing here. So I'm pretty sure most people, unless you're saving for him, you're not gonna get that for him. All right, switch to Discord. Yeah, I is much too expensive. It's understandable. I can see why they do this. But the one I really don't like is Susanoo Sasuke's price whenever he's out there. They price him at the same amount as Breakthrough Eye, and it's just not the same thing. Even with his breakthroughs, Eye is better than Susanoo Sasuke. But the thing is, like, it makes sense that it's so expensive because it can counter so many powerful ninjas. Kakuzu, 6 pass, and so on and so forth. Let's take a look at the comments. Let's see. Our 150 Sun Scrolls is 1 advanced refine. Yes, but that was advanced threads, not refines. Advanced threads is 1,000 moon scrolls. 500 Sun Scrolls is 1 charm pack. Okay, that's good. I think most people will eventually get the outfit. They're just waiting for the event that would make sense to get it. And if you like it, let's switch over to this scene. Oh, all right. Yeah, let's do that. So, okay, Rene Sasuke. Rene Sasuke might actually become useful later on because of all the different ninjas there's going to be. It's kind of funny. I've seen in unique situations, he's useful. I've seen a space-time battle where it was Ito Itachi versus Rene Sasuke, and they basically one chaos the other, and the others, put the other one to sleep. It was with super armor as a tank, and let's say if you have 3 super armor ninjas, and you have maybe an earth main, or an earth main with super armor. People will find it hard to combo you. It's a 6-pass counter to have 3 super armors and maybe a ninja that can dodge in the front. And yeah, so he's a good choice simply because of his tank abilities. And he causes chaos and absorbs chakra and all that stuff. It definitely annoys your opponent a lot. So yeah, this is Colorful Balloons. There's nothing to spend, so I don't think I need to really ask people if they're spending on here. This is basically a rebate event for ingots. If you're spending, this is a bonus. And let's go to Cave Exploration Rebate. Alright, is everyone gonna do cave rebates this week?
I already did it.
Same.
Is anyone going for 2,000?
And then didn't have enough for it yet.
No? Yeah, I mean, it seems like 1,000 is basically the best each time. But if you have a lot to spend, I suppose getting 2,000 wouldn't hurt. You get some rewards, not as good as the 1,500, 250 put together, but 1,000 is 1,050 is the best rebate because you get the ultimate treasure essence and better extra rewards. And you should aim to do this every time we have a rebate. If you don't already, you can go to the grocery storage room and try to buy enough cave keys to get to that 1,050 point. There's 500 in stock, so hopefully you have at least 550 cave keys. And maybe you'll be able to get into this rebate if you forgot about it. Okay, let's see now. Okay, so there's also command flag fragments that are sort of new. Kind of nice. You can also get cave keys, so maybe you can get like 1,010 and draw here until you have 1,050. That's one way to do it. I think that's it. That's pretty simple. Alright, there's a lot of comments. Let me switch over real quick. With 2k, you get 2,000 gold ounces. Yeah, 1,050. Yeah, because that 50 is required to get the ultimate treasure essence in your draw. I don't think it's a luck thing. I've never seen anybody or heard of anybody who drew an ultimate treasure essence before the 21st draw. So that's why you need 1,050. 50 is the 21st draw.
I think it's possible, but it's very rare.
Possible? I don't know. I've never heard of anybody be able to draw this. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. If you're looking to boost your power a lot and you're one of the spenders, definitely go for the Cave Exploration Rebate 2,000. If you're spending a lot and you're trying to get your power up for a new account or like you're a returning player, go for it. The loss is not that much, but it's definitely worth getting 1,000 each time instead, if you're capable of doing the stuff. All right, colored banner gift. Now this is the store. The event is over. As you can see, like this first, second, and third place prize, this is from last week's event. Make sure to get your fragments. They will be in their mailbox over here. I think I already got mine, so it's not showing up anymore. Yeah, so like this. My group had rank 2. I got 3 fragments of them and some power items. Just make sure to collect those. Great Ninja War Madara is pretty nice. He's used in China. And yeah, and also make sure to collect these rewards if your group has if your group got to that point, because each fragment is worth quite a bit. Okay, Sunflower Covenant is make sure to throw in your flowers. Unable to send. Oh, come on. Oh well, you get coins if you send flowers. But yeah, this one wasn't so great, and so besides the first place prize, nobody else entered. That's kind of sad. Yeah, because like the second place is just the Magatama and Purification Breakthroughs. I mean, eventually breakthrough pills will, matter, but that's after you max out a lot of the power. So most people are not going to try to get this. And rare essences and breakthrough pills, yeah, nobody's going to do this. Alright, daily special. Is anyone going to spend here and get the voucher and thing?
Not for this day, but maybe the other days.
Yeah, let me switch over here. Spending is not wise. I would probably agree. There is some exception, and I'll get to that once I get to the Wheel of Fortune event. But let's see. There's coupons. I don't really know how you get a 30% and 50% discount voucher. I've never really seen anybody with one. I think there was one exception where it was like a ingot event, but after that, I just never see anything on this. So yeah. Oh right. So let's see. Let's take a really quick look. There's no flags in here, so maybe the other events. But yeah, Magatamas don't get it. Lucky Key Pack is only if you want to get that rebate. Yeah, and you don't have enough moon coins to get enough cave keys for that ultimate treasure essence. Then maybe I would get that, but only with a voucher. How you get that voucher, I'll discuss in a second. There's refined runes. These are not the best prices. Advanced refined runes, while nice, are not the best. There's also advanced skill trial pack. That's also something you might want to get eventually. There's a lot of strong ninjas that use this, so it's definitely. I think it's worth buying if you have a voucher. Just barely though. And then there's purifications that usually you don't. Edo Tensei Asuma, only if you want Edo Hiruzen. Yeah, something even stronger with Edo Hiruzen. I think with Edo Asuma, you're able to use. Okay, I need to switch here. Yeah. With Edo Asuma, you're able to use, let's see, Edo Sasori, Edo Hiruzen, and yeah, I think Earth Main will probably be good for this. Or Fire Main, it's fine too. But you will lack a little bit of control. But yeah, that's about the only way I see this work. Edo Tensei teams. Tenten is useless. Bells, seals, I would not get any of these. Anbu Yamato. So in the season missions, I believe getting Anbu Yamato was one of the missions. He's useful, for some teams, so you can still try to get him. Let's see. And then there's a outfit. Beach Party is always here for some reason. I probably wouldn't get that outfit though, unless there's no other event that gives that outfit. Okay, and then thread material is optional. Nope. Ninja Assist is one of the best investments you can make. Cultivation pills, I believe. Is anyone going to spend on any power items here?
Not right now, probably, since I'm saving still.
Alright, saving. For a free-to-play player, yeah, saving is probably the best idea, even if you have a voucher. Lucky Seals is okay. Threads, charms, alright. Magatamas, level 5. Another outfit that's always here. I would prefer if they rotate the outfits. That would make it more interesting, instead of just seeing the same ones over and over again. Okay, Curse Charms, that tells us, I think there's a couple charm things here and there, and that tells us that the charm rebate is coming up soon. Maybe next week, maybe in 2 weeks, so you do want to start saving up.
The charm repeat is already here, I think.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Wait, I don't see the charm rebate. Oh, it is here. Okay, never mind. It's here. So yeah, if you are going for the charm rebate and you don't have the moon coins or the sun scrolls to do it, you could try to get it with a voucher. And this is a huge amount of coupons to spend on charms. I don't think. Oh, there is a charm material optional pack, but this one you're actually going for a specific piece of armor that you're wearing. Could be better, could be worse, depending on how you do your charms. But if you're stacking, then this is definitely the better choice. And also, I think it's cheaper. Let's see, 1,000 for 50, and yeah, so this is more expensive. This is more expensive, but spread out, and this is more focused and less expensive. So that's if you want to be on the charm rebates. But other than that, I wouldn't get it. And then I think that's it. So the best investment for power right now is training potions and cultivation pills, wherever that was. Ninja assist pack, gift pack. If you are spending, that is the best option. The exception is the charms, if you want to do a charm rebate and you're very close. And also the advanced skill trial pack, because Kushina doesn't have skill trials yet, but she will, and she will have Y skills. We know this because of China. And yeah, I think that covers it for the daily special. I don't think most people are gonna spend here this week. Let's go over to Spring Matsuri, and I forgot to claim my thing. Now, let's see. This is Swimsuit Samui, right? This event, I already have some bells. I think they were from, let's see, teaming up in bonds, team instances, and strong approaching. So these three modes, bonds, team instance, and strong approaching, will give you bells. So even if you've already done your strong approaching, you can try doing it again. You can do your team instance, even though you've finished already. You can do an easy one, make things faster. Yeah, and these bells, let's see what you get from them. Oh, Christmas Karen is here. She is interesting, but I have yet to see a really good team with her. I've seen decent, but that's only because they had other good ninjas, like really good ninjas, and there were just better ways to get. There was just better ways to use those other ninjas than to put Christmas Karen here. But her effect is interesting. I think that, let's see. I think there was a combination with Christmas Sakura that made things pretty interesting as well. I just don't know any teams with her though. She's just kind of fun to have. That's it. She's the best version of Karen. Okay, well, there's also 8 Tails Jinchuriki Killer Bee, and this one is good. Because his abilities, first of all, he works like Roshi, ignites anyone who attacks him, but he also reduces the resistance, and it's stackable. So if you use him in Gemakiri, then ninjutsu attacks will really hit people hard, just over time. So people will have to blitz you in this kind of a team. Now, his chase is also immobilized, and he doesn't change the chase, which is actually kind of nice in a lot of different teams. He has a Jinchuriki, that also means you can't use normal Killer Bee unless you're in a 3v3 team. But his mystery suppresses super armor, which is nice. He causes knockdown, which leads to his own chase, immobilize. Unfortunately, he does not suppress immunity to status, so it doesn't work against immune ninjas exactly. You can interrupt people, but Susanoo Itachi will not, be immobilized, and in a battle that actually makes a huge difference. And then his standard attack is normal, just repulse, for kind of like Asuma Windblade. But one of his one of the things that make him really powerful is his increase in ninjutsu. So he's reducing someone else's resistance while increasing his ninjutsu. Works both ways, and you might just be like increasing your damage by 40% every round, on top of whatever else you're using. So this guy is pretty good. He's gonna have breakthroughs, I believe, and maybe Y skills. We know this from China once again, and the fact that Kushina is having breakthroughs and will eventually get Y skills shows us that Killer Bee there's a high chance that Killer Bee is gonna come pretty soon. Okay, there's also the outfit, nice power, and also lucky key pack for power. I would always go for the outfit first, unless you have a rebate, and we do have a rebate. So if you need that rebate, you need those cave keys for a rebate, you go for that. And then there's also Ido Utukata, which is he's once again the worst Jinchuriki out of all of the Jinchuriki, basically. Even in his Edo Tensei form. He causes ignition, he's immune to debuffs, he generates a shield, but only 20%. It's kind of sad. And he does slow down, but it's not so important in when we have so many immunity ninjas. And also we have, even after slowdown, I think people can just take it out and it won't matter in the battle. There's not very many uses for him. Not that we've seen so far. And then there's the standard Shisui, always nice to have. Yeah, but let's talk about Samui. And there's a lot of comments right now, so let me get to those comments. Alright. Let's scroll up a little bit. Pots. Okay, couple things. First of all, Scarecrow. The vouchers do exist. They exist from another event. If we're talking about the 30 and 50, they don't exist. They're not here at the moment. Only the 20% gets it. But I think at some point, some of the vouchers do exist, and I think it was from some sort of special event. And so, since they did have use for those, they kept that there in case, in case they want to put that in. Oasis does that. They put things in the middle of the week sometimes. A little less since people started complaining to them about it, but they still do it. Now, let's see. The only time I see someone spending on daily special is when two other events are active: Fuko Deals and Wheel of Fortune. Very true. Wheel of Fortune is always with daily special, so you can kind of consider them together. And the reason is because they like putting 20% coupons on Wheel of Fortune. It encourages people to spend a little, at least. However, this week we don't have Fuko Deals. Pots. Kirito is a pothead. We know that now. Let's see. We have more than 20 of them. Hold on. Alright, so some fire truck just came by with an ambulance or something, so I had to just cut that out. Alright. Yeah. Nope, nobody's gonna spend here. Fuku. Yeah, most people are waiting for Fuku deals, especially if you're free to play, to spend on these events. I kind of enjoyed having Wheel of Fortune with Fuku deals. It was kind of nice. And actually, this week's Fuku deals is quite nice. Not Fuku, I mean Wheel of Fortune. I just wish that they had a Fuku deals with it. Charm rebate is active. Spring MATSURI, a fan. Shisui is 12k. Yeah, they're not so expensive now. And yeah, he does have Y skills. Alright, so here we go. This is what I'm looking for. Samui's, let's see, Samui. Alright, so Samui has, at 2 stars, you only have 4 abilities. So, the 5th ability is the one on the bottom. So let's take a look at the first four first. Mystery. Generate a shield for 50% resistance, kind of like a Keto, but it also gives super armor for 2 rounds. That's very interesting. Right now, even though there's some play on super armor, it's not such a big deal right now. Kakuzu has it, Ai has it, Rin and Sasuke can destroy it, but not many people have him. It kind of stops 6-pass from doing a whole bunch of damage. But yeah, adding a shield and making someone giving someone super armor for 2 rounds is actually a very strong ability as a support. Alright, she can die after that and it wouldn't matter, but it's very strong. Let's take a look at the other stuff though. Standard attack, random tag units, and high chance of repulse. That can be good or bad, because we don't really necessarily want, if you have an I team, you don't exactly want a random unit to get tagged. It could be a clone or something. It would be kind of pointless. But for the most part though, maybe if you're using Hokage Minato, it would work. But yeah, this randomness is not, I'm not sure that's a good thing. But okay, Chase is knocked down low twice and you cause tag. So I guess the point of this is to cause tag everywhere and weaken their defenses for some other ninja. It's a support type tactic. Kind of works, doesn't work against immune ninjas. It's not the most powerful ability, but it could make a difference. And then Inspire. When the battle starts, your units will increase their attack by 30%. And that's actually a nice ability because it's for anybody. It doesn't have to be Hidden Cloud. Yeah, it's actually not too bad. You can probably add this into your I team anyways. But if you don't have I would maybe put Shira. Shira would be good, with this kind of buff. If you have a Taijutsu team, he'll be like Lee, etc. And then the 5th ability. So this is what happens when you get 3 stars Samui. Before the first move in every round, you'll remove 1 debuff from the hidden cloud units in your team. Alright, that's fine. It's kind of like a Keto, and it kind of just, it's like an I team. This is just basically for an I team. I don't see any other team with hidden cloud that would make sense, unless you have 8 tails Killer Bee. So that might be the exception, and this makes sense if you have a 8 tails Killer Bee, because that means you can. That definitely means you can put a shield on him, get him even stronger, make the fight last even longer, and eventually Killer Bee will reduce your resistance and increases ninjutsu so much that you won't be able to heal back fast enough. He also causes ignition. So if you don't have immunity, that's a problem for you. So this definitely does have its uses. I hope we get to see this soon. Besides I teams, I would love to see this on an 8 tails in Cherokee. Now let's see what else people have said. If you guys have teams you want to post about Samui, feel free to do so. Yeah. Let's see. So 18 would be 4th Raikage Ai, Earth Main, Daru, and her. And I think what we're missing is probably control. Like if someone used Masked Man on you, or someone removes all your buffs, something like that would be that weakness of the team. Okay, hold on. Alright, the fire truck is now over. I don't know how many fire trucks we need for this, but
Maybe you should drink some water.
yeah, maybe one was the police, another was a fire truck, and the third was an ambulance. I don't know. Okay, so back to the teams. Yeah, she's good for hitting Cloud. The 2 ninjas that I see her supporting is actually there's 3 ninjas. The 2 Is, so 3rd Raikage Ai and 4th Raikage Ai. keep in mind that third Raikage I will have breakthroughs in the future. I think he just gets more chases or something, but he gets more powerful as well. So he does become like a viable team to use. What this? Okay, I'm done cutting footage just because of that was definitely the police. All right, I don't know what's happening out here. All right. Anyways, right. So Samui is most likely to be used for I teams, and what was the other one? Killer Bee teams. I'm not sure Samehada Killer Bee is very useful. I don't think using a normal Killer Bee would, be useful for having Samui here. So I think it's only those 4 ninjas at the moment. Yeah, Shin is definitely better for releases. Let's go back to this here. Okay, now there's airplanes in. Sheesh. Alright, so yeah, you can get him with logins. There's another way to get her, for some other fragments, but yeah, Spring MATSURI is nice. You can spend if you're a spender. If you're free to play, I would recommend you not do that, unless you have Shisui, you want Shisui, and you're almost there. Alright, the rewards here are more Swimsuit Samui fragments, so you do want, a good amount of people doing stuff in your group. I think it was TI, SA, and something else. Alright, that's it for the Spring MATSURI. Let's go over to... this is Infinite Tsukiyomi. I think a lot of people still... they're still upset that Madara isn't here. They're happy that Ronin Naruto is out, like here, but the Madara fragments they just don't like at all. And I think Oasis is just preparing us for breakthroughs for Madara. But, this is a downgrade from 6 Pass Madara for sure, though. Even though 6 Pass Madara was not worth that much, he's still better than normal Madara. Yeah, this is just a month-long event. Let's go to Sakura. Yeah. All right. For new players, let me go over here really quick and show you what you need to do. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, Ronin Naruto is... He was given out in China because Oasis didn't know how OP he would become. But now that they know, they're making us pay a lot more for Ronin Naruto. I don't know if we're ever gonna get him in coupons. Maybe in several months, maybe. But that will be, quite a while from now. They want the spenders who actually spend 90,000 ingots to actually get, I guess, be special. That's basically what it is.
It is for 2 months, so instead of 1 month. Alright.
Yeah. I think even compared to the other ones, like 6 Pass Naruto and Kakuzu, Ronin Naruto does not have immunity. That is one of his weaknesses, so I'm not too much against it. You can use round 1 control to, stop him, but you can also support him so that your control will not affect his standard attacks. At least not enough. He is good players will know how to use him and almost win every single match, no matter what, simply because of this. Now, the one thing that will be against Ronin Naruto is Madara, because he's immune to Taijutsu, and that will be Madara breakthroughs. So in a way, it actually makes sense that you're putting Madara fragments in this event over here, because he's the direct. Let me move over here. He is the direct counter. He's like a logical counter to Ronin Naruto. Because Ronin Naruto, I think his standard attack is Taijutsu, which is different from 6 Pass Naruto, which is both Taijutsu and Ninjutsu. And so if you have a buff Madara position 1, he will basically win against Ronin Naruto, as long as you destroy the rest of the team. And let me go back here. So Sakura's good. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna move on to Sakura's gift, and we'll talk about Ronin Naruto a little later. Ito Itachi, good, God of Control. He is a counter for a lot of things. That actually includes Kakuzu, because he can actually put Kakuzu to sleep. Ito Minato, his barrier is always nice. I think a 6-pass and the Ito Minato barrier actually defeats Kakuzu teams. Simply because Kakuzu wins against 6-pass Naruto if he's alone, or his other ninjas like his Akatsuki ninjas die. But if we're talking about damage and healing, the Ito Minato will give 6-pass Naruto enough defensive resistance to be stronger than Kakuzu. I've seen this in a space-time fight somewhere. So this is what I'm thinking. This is why Ito Minato is so used. Like people are getting him. Aside from the barrier, he's gonna get breakthroughs as well. Scaling damage, it's a lot. It's a whole different thing. He's gonna be better than 6-pass Naruto for sure. You have the outfits. You have the Kakuzu, and then Kushina, right? Kushina breakthroughs are out, and let's talk about Kushina real quick. Can someone post Kushina's abilities in the Discord? Because Kushina is going to be one of the meta ninjas for sure. And when you have Ito Yagura, Ito Yagura and Kushina has a pretty insane combo, and the only way you can actually really dodge that combo is if you dodge chases, and that's a very limited amount of ninjas that can do that, like Ito Itachi, or Summon Madara, people like that. But if you have a Ito Yagura and Kushina breakthrough combo, you take out almost everybody because they suppress super armor as well. Alright, so mystery is +1, it hits 4 people. +2, there's a damage increase, and that's a huge deal for Kushina because of her other abilities. And let's take a look at the standard real quick. So her normal standard is attacking the lowest HP person and cause paralysis, cause high floats, and her damage also increases with her breakthroughs. Now +1, low knockdown immobilize was already there, but it also causes a small amount of damage to Kushina, which lowers her mystery cooldown by 1. And with this breakthrough, you can trigger this twice per round, and you can just fire her off much more. And since she has a high critical rate, if you have a good injury rate, then you're going to deal a huge amount of damage to people. I should also mention that her attacks are Tai and Ninjutsu, so nothing like Ninjutsu immunity or Taijutsu immunity is going to work on her. Let's see, passive. So her passive is to reduce her cooldown by 1 whenever she's hit for her mystery, and that's the normal passive. But with she also increases her critical rate, right? But with her passive 1 and 2, she gets 3% in critical rate and ninjutsu, by 3% for the first one and 6% for the next one. This can be potentially devastating because she's increasing her critical rate, she's increasing her ninjutsu, she's immune to status, and yeah, she has she suppresses immunity to status, so she can be really devastating if she's stacked. Now passive 3 is basically what I just said. She's immune to debuffs, but she recovers life based on her ninjutsu, which is at +1 is 16% and +2 is 20%. And if you stack her, then she's healing, she's immune to status, she can fire off her mystery a lot of times. It's just a huge deal. Now, we don't have Y skills yet. Not having Y skills means that this ninja does not have skill trials yet. And I think Oasis just wants to squeeze money out of people because they want us to use fragments of her to get breakthroughs. It's smart of them to do that, but not really, because most people will not do this. There's still other really powerful meta ninjas like Kakuzu out there. I think only the very top ones will actually go. Only the very top ones will actually go and buy like the complete like breakthrough. This is kind of like buying Kakuzu skill breakthroughs. It's insane. You need 4 stars as well. All right. Let's see. The Y skills. All right. You said something earlier though. Let's see. New passive is broken. Passive 3 skills. No, people notice that. Like a lot of people know this. They know this from China. Only the people who don't actually keep up will be surprised by how OP she can become. It's kind of like Ito Daidara's it's kind of like Ito Daidara's passive breakthrough. It's kind of hard to tell who would win between a fight, Kushina or Ito Daidara, because Ito Daidara also increases critical rate and summons spiders and has ninjutsu increase. But he's not immune, but he doesn't need to be immune. So it's like it's going to become a scaling war at some point. Between when you're higher power, it's going to be a scaling war. Who can reduce the other person's resistance? Who can remove their buffs? Who can remove their scaling or reduce their scaling? Who can scale faster? That's what's coming next. Okay, so white skills. So causes 3 units and suppresses immunity. Okay, this is the normal Y skills, but at Y+1, what does it do? Suppresses all immunity, causes repulse. Oh, okay, so Y+1, your cooldown goes from 6 to 4. That's actually a pretty big deal because it makes you a lot easier to use. Makes her a lot easier to use. Y+2 is 4 units and suppress immunity. So yeah, 4 units is actually kind of important. 3 units, you might hit some clones and you might not hit the entire team. You might not take out someone's dodge. There's a lot of things that could go wrong with only 3 units. And yeah, that's the Y skills from the mystery. Now, 4 rounds though is quite something. It's makes her a lot more powerful. Okay, passive Y is that. Okay, so passive Y. So instead of ninjutsu increase, she has a defense and resistance increase by 4%, and 4% versus offensive. I guess this could make sense if you're fighting a lower power, but that lower power is really good at strategy. You might want to consider using her at defensive resistance. You just want to outlast the other ninjas, or you want her as a support. Maybe you want Ito Yagura to be the one that's stacked. And if that's the case, then maybe you can increase the defensive resistance of Kushina to support someone else, because her ability to suppress immunity to status is important. And if you have other ninjas that are capable of causing chaos and all that stuff, well then, she's your girl. Now let's see. There's a third passive for Y+1, recover chakra. Okay, so this is a chakra versus chakra versus healing, I believe. I'm not sure why you would want to recover chakra if you have Kushina, aside from defending against chakra steals. So if someone's using Summit Madara, stealing your chakra, well, once you use your Kushina and she's immune to status, then you can use her ability. You can also recover 40 chakra for 2 times every round. Y+2 recovers 40 chakra 2 times every round, which is 80 chakra, and that's pretty crazy, to be honest. Chakra wall is, wow. Yeah, I don't know, like Rasa would probably use 80 chakra. Maybe if you want to throw a Nintendo team with her, it makes no sense to me, but I'm sure there's some way to just use all this chakra you're getting from her if you do end up doing that. Alright, and Y mysteries. Cooldown decrease. Okay, so to summarize, cooldown decrease. Y skills for more cancer. Passive 3. Yeah, if there's some sort of ninja that uses a lot of chakra, or you're afraid of chakra drains, then maybe that would make sense. But yeah, passive 3. I don't know what they're thinking with that. It's very situational. One team is Sailor Sakura Kushina and 5-Cage Tsunade. Okay, so healing team. Earth or water for earth for defense and water for more healing, control. It would work as long as your team doesn't get destroyed by some blitz or something like that. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't used it before, so maybe there's like this chance that it could work. But anyway, is anyone gonna go for Kushina? I definitely am, but probably not in this event.
Maybe when
I won't probably go for her right now. I'm still safe.
Yeah, saving.
I
Definitely try to get her for 4 stars and wait until she can use advanced experimental vials. And I'm absolutely certain I'm absolutely certain that it's advanced experimentals, because of how OP she can be. You can watch some China fights and you'll see like her in space time, the finals of space time. And I think there's some counters to her right now, but she's very strong. Okay, the rest of the rewards are just whatever. Let me switch over to this scene. Kakazu, aside from Kakazu, Ito Minato, these are all good ninjas. Giant Clown, Steel Scrolls if you want, super rare. I still haven't gotten my super rare yet, so I'll make a video once I do get my super rare. Ninja Assist, Command Flags times 5. Okay, so... Oh, okay. That's interesting. They packaged the Command Flag fragments into Ninja Assist.
Hello, Taps.
That's pretty different. Oh, Taps is here. You're very late, but we're only halfway through. And he's probably working on his speakers and stuff. Okay, Steel Scrolls, Ninja Assist. In terms of, aside from Kushina, if you're not going to get Kushina, then for power items, normally I would go for Outfit, but I think this is very good. This Ninja Assist optional pack is very good. So I would probably just go for the Ninja Assist and wait for the Outfit. It's kind of rare that I would say that too. Outfits are usually great power because they're a consistent amount of power. Average of 1k power, I believe. Yeah, so this is Sakura's gift. Make sure you get her missions from here. They'll tell you to talk to villagers or win an arena or something. Okay, so Sakura's gift is over. Let's go to Shinobi Feast. Now this is a recharge. He is, let's see. So instead of Susanoo Itachi fragments, we're getting Great Ninja War Madara. He's still around. He's useful. I think the most annoying thing about him is that he has this chase that cancels shields and buffs, and he just knocked down. It's a knockdown, immobilization, and cancels shields and buffs, kind of like Chunin Shikamaru breakthroughs. But this one just like he just annoys me so much in arena when I fight him. I think I fought a 6-pass and him, and I barely won because I immobilized him. So that's one of his weaknesses, immobilization. He's not immune to debuffs, but he has a high chance of evading chases still. So even though he can be controlled, he can't really be comboed, and I just really hate that. He also suppresses super armor, and so a 6-pass or Ito Minato with Madara would be a good combination. You would have a 40% increase in damage, and also a barrier to give yourself a lot of defensive resistance. If you add Chiriku on there, you have an insane amount of defensive resistance and a good amount of damage and control. So it would be this guy's pretty good. You can use him in a lot of different things. He's also Tai and ninjutsu, so no immunity will affect him like this. He's still strong, and he's a great ninja to have in Shinobi Feast. Even though it's luck, but if you get him, I think it's better than a Susanoo Itachi fragment. The rest are just coupons, a terrible common essence that nobody uses. And then there's Kakuzu. Okay, Kakuzu with another rare ninja, super rare ninja. I think this week's recharge is actually very good. There's always terrible rewards, you know, for a chance. But 100 coupons is not that bad. Only 2 of these are terrible. No, 3 of these are terrible. Cultivate Scrolls. Charms are not that great either. So I guess the good rewards are very good. But the medium rewards are pretty decent. And then the terrible rewards are just mostly terrible. This is a good recharge event for sure. Let's take a look at Lucky Feast, and this is the same thing. Like, if you're a spender, I wouldn't spend here for the most part. This is only if you really want to buy Susanoo Itachi fragments, something like that. Yeah, don't really consider it. There's no chance of getting Ultimate Treasure Essence. I wouldn't count on it unless you spend a lot. Okay, Arena Training. This is how you get the last fragments of Swimsuit Samui, and I think I get the feeling that she will eventually be shown in some sort of battle, maybe space-time. It'd be kind of fun to see her. Even for free-to-play though, this can be a good ninja for you to have. I can't really think of a really good hidden cloud team besides the Raikages, but in the when you do get a Raikage, which might happen, I think on one of my other alternate accounts, it wasn't mine, but someone else's alternate account got Raikage for a free draw, so it was kind of crazy. I got a third Raikage for a free draw, but not the fourth. So yeah, she definitely has her uses. Make sure to do this. I use another account in Arena to just basically win 15 times. But you should also expect that everybody's gonna try to do Arena in day 1. They're gonna try to get this in day 1. So you're gonna have a tough time winning. Yeah, so just go for training Arena. Let's see. Let's take a look at the comments because there's quite a few. Here, wrong one. Here. All right, so let's see. Who? What? Oh, black screen for everybody. Sorry about that. But basically, what I was talking, there wasn't much going on besides what I was talking about, so you guys actually didn't miss too much. Somebody got Toby Great Ninja War in Shinobi, Shinobi Feast. So yeah, it's definitely possible to get it. Yeah, he's pretty good, aside from no immunity, but it's fine. Yeah, sorry, I wanted to talk through some of it before we get through this. 4 stars. Wow, so he had him already, but now he got 80 fragments, and now he has 4 stars. Dang. Might be the only case of 4 stars, Great Ninja War and Madara. Okay, what else is there? Alright, nothing else. So, I think, Samui team we went over, so... let's move on. Okay, so, yeah, Rainbow Magatama is kind of nice. Just do these, the fragments will be worth it, and at some point, you will want to try her out. Lucky board, and okay, so I've drawn my lucky dice. Let's see. What's new here? Gate of Joy Guy is on the board. 7th Gate Guy, which is Guy Gate of Shock, I believe. He is pretty good. He interrupts everybody on a team. Deals heavy taijutsu damage, which is kind of rare to actually see taijutsu. People usually have higher resistance than defense, so having him around is kind of like a shocker. Like he's this guy that you use all of a sudden and people don't expect him. And it kind of suits his style. Guy's tortoise is here, right next to Guy. Makes a lot of sense. I wonder if they did that on purpose. Let's see, just normal stuff here. Aside from the cultivation scroll, which is relatively new. They have a Myokubu grasp, which is better than the green ones. Let's take a look at the ninjas. Summit Madara. I think the Yahiko is here. I've seen someone use him before, but I don't think they found a good team with him. And I don't know if there's a good team with him yet. He's pretty good. He's like a medium high tier ninja. He causes chaos for his ability and Taya Ninjutsu. Low in repulse, but there's no other effect. His standard attack is pretty normal. It's not a high chance either. So the thing that keeps him down is his standard attack and chase. But his passive is both sides can't be defeated by the first mystery skill. I'm not sure how that would be useful. It's a very unique ninja. He also gives immunity to debuffs to a random Akatsuki number, but it's not that with so many ninjas that can remove your buffs, it doesn't matter as much. This is just a medium tier ninja, and he's priced as 47, so I think that's a fair price for him. He's not as good as Hiruzen. Summit Madara is very good. If you guys haven't seen it, I had a 6-pass counter video with Summit Madara and Shira. So he's definitely used in a lot of different ways. Like he's always going to be around simply because of barriers. And he also drains chakra, causes acupuncture, a lot of good things. That's the one I would go for. If you guys want ninjas, I would go for him. Then Ito Hiruzen. And then there's this last one, which is Girl Power. I don't know, is anyone gonna get any of the ninjas in this event?
Nope.
Nope. Yeah, everyone's waiting for Fuku deals. Yeah. But if you are impatient, if you can't wait, I would get Summon Madara first. He's nice, but I don't think there are that many great teams with him. Now for powers, it's Refines or Tactics, and I would always go for Refines unless you just have 0 tactics. And yeah, that's basically all there is for Lucky Board. I would not spend here if you're free to play. If you're an ingot spender, yeah, go ahead. It's kind of nice. Most of the rewards are... Lucky Board is always one of the best events to spend on in terms of cost efficiency. How much you get for how much you spend. Okay, Charms rebate. Very simple. It's just a rebate, and you want to get 500. 500 is the best. We calculated this in Sun Scrolls, and 500 is the best in Sun Scrolls. So that's what you want to do, unless you're really rushing it. There's nothing else really to say about this. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. Okay, this week's Wheel of Fortune is actually insanely good. At least the ninjas they're offering is insanely good. 6-pass Naruto. Even though we have all these different, really powerful ninjas, they cost a lot. And so 6-pass is basically the layman's ninja. Like he's the new Shisui from Naruto 2.0, I believe. He's immune, he heals, he attacks 3 units. He can use his mystery every single round. Even with better ninjas, like with breakthroughs, he can act as a support. His chase is very powerful. There's just so many things you can do with him once he's not position 1. And he still kind of ruins Green Ninja Wars, unfortunately. But he's out there, and if you want the game to be easier, you can get him. The second thing is though Kushina, and with the Kushina breakthroughs, he's actually very. This event this event is actually pretty good. I think 30% because of Kushina fragments, and you get 2 of them instead of 1 that's usually present in the Wheel of Fortune. And because of that, I think along with like advanced experimental vials for Kushina later, and the other things are okay, but these 2 things are what would make me spend in this event if I don't have any patience. We have also point rankings. It's the standard stuff. Ultimate Treasure Essence, Cave Key Gift Pack for both. So this the rewards on here are worth it. The rest is contracting scrolls. So yeah, just don't go for the rest. You have to be on the top 3 if you want to make this worth it. However, the point rewards, and this is where I get to the discount voucher. Wheel of Fortune is, so far, they're probably always going to have Wheel of Fortune when they have daily special. And that's because of the discount voucher of 20%. And I think the best value here, 10 is whatever, 50 if you really want to spend in daily special, you would use this. Only for 1 item though, so keep that in mind. Lucky voucher, I think getting up to the 100 point is a good stopping point, because that extra 10 actually gives you quite a few items here. It's worth about 200 coupons, and gets you a little bit more than 200 worth. At 200 you get Ninja Assist, that is also worth it. Training Potions. Training Potions are the best power items available right now. Unless you're just starting out. Then, Magatama's first, and then other stuff. But yeah, this is where I would stop. Don't go to the 500 just because you want to break 2 pill. It's stupid. Unless you're like unless you spend like $1,000 every week or something. I wouldn't go for break 2 pills. And then there's a level 7 Magatama at 800 for people who are crazy enough to do that. I guess that's people who really want Kushina and 6 Pass. It's cheaper to get Kushina in Sakura's gift for sure. But some people do want like 6 Pass, maybe 4 stars, 5 stars even. Be kind of crazy because he's such a cancerous ninja. So I can see like crazy people doing this, but most people will not do this. If you're gonna spend, do 50 or 100, 200 if you really want to. I think 100 is a good stopping point. Nobody's gonna spend on this event though, right? Let me go to the comments real quick. 50 on the Wheel of Fortune is good. Yeah, that's basically what it is. Nobody's gonna spend except for 50. Yeah, Love Taps. I don't know if he does spend. I mean, you can recharge and stuff. I don't really think this is the best week for spenders either. It's a good week, but it's not that great of a week. The exception is that Great Ninja War Madara though. You might get that if you spend a lot. Yeah, people on your server spends 200 for the training potions. It makes sense. Training potions are just plain good, and since you do get Kushina fragments out of this, it makes sense. This is a spender week, but if you really want Kushina, just Kushina, I would just go for Sakura's gift. The others are a little too all over the place, because Kushina is just one of these rewards. Alright, this is just a single reward that you can get on this wheel. It's definitely not good to spend here if all you want is Kushina. Or yeah, I think the only good reason you would want to spend here is if you want 6 paths and you like Kushina, or you're trying to get the point rewards. Because these rewards are kind of nice, extra 10 training potions. Like even Memo still goes for training potions, so that tells you a lot of things about the amount of power you get from training potions. Alright, these are all the events on this week. There's one last thing to cover. That is go to shop. and lucky dice. It doesn't give me anything. These are all 20 coupons. Lucky voucher doesn't give me anything. Cave key packs I would only get from the events, even though they sell it in the shop. Getting them from events are just much better. The price is better. Same thing with charms. They have 4,000 here instead of 3,200, I believe, in the shop. Wind chimes. Oh, okay. It doesn't give me anything. Most of these things don't give you anything at all. Special charms is a smaller version, and then lucky key is only if you want cave keys for the ultimate treasure essence. There's nothing that special in shop. Oh yeah, there is one last thing to mention. I believe your treasure tools. All right, this is very important. Treasure tools now have a much higher level limit. That means you do want to start. Oh, I can upgrade again. Let me see. 76, 75. I'll go with 75.
They are expensive now too.
Oh, to make? Let me see. Forge? No, it's the same thing to forge. But yeah, you use a lot of ores. And so I should start recycling all of these for iron ore, because that's the one that's missing the most. They're using the same amount of iron ore. Oh, they're using 890, and probably even more later. So I'm gonna start I need to recycle this one too. So you guys should start recycling this. Just keep on going. Get 30 iron ores, because I'm sure you guys have a lot of free draws. Just keep on going and going. And eventually you'll be able to, because the thing you're missing is iron ores. So you get some from the mine back at home, but you also want. So let's see if I can do another one. Oh, I need another shake. So many. But now it's worth doing the mine thing back at home, just because we have much higher levels now. And it's going to be really useful in arena as well. So now I can do another level. Alright, I'll do this later, but you guys should make sure that you're working on this now, because it's important for arena. It's important for your stats in general. It's a very easy way to get stats, even though you're spending a lot of coins. But you should have a lot of leftover coins. So this is how you should be saving up your coins. This is why you should be saving up your coins up to this point, I guess. Now the rest of the ores you don't really have to care about. Just recycle your stuff and get those ores and level up. I'm assuming that the maximum level is probably 100, because the previous maximum was 75. So it makes sense to add another 25 since they're counting in 25s. Okay, I think that is it. Yeah. Okay, that's it for this week. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you next week.